Yo, what is up, everybody? And today I'm going to be going over some of the best legendaries to use right now for Reg G and why, and some of their best partners. So let's get started with. Why not get started with Calyrex Ice? So, a big trap you might fall into while trying to play Calyrex Ice is making it just hardcore playing Trick Room, which I don't think is all that good. Well, at least in my opinion. So, there's some Pokemon who support it, so it could make it just a menace inside and outside of Trick Room. But you should still try to make this guy extremely slow. Like, I don't think there's a reason he shouldn't be negative speed nature, 1 IV, minus special attack. I mean speed. I don't think it shouldn't be a reason. So, Annihilate is a great Pokemon next to him. So, the reason is you can run Choice Scarf. And what Choice Scarf allows you to do is allows you to get very fast moves off. And a great move is Coaching. Coaching is such an underrated move right now. The meta's like just starting. It's getting back because we had this meta a couple months ago, and some people were just relying on the old stuff. And I won't be surprised to see like a bunch of Coaching Annihilate pop up, considering the fact that this guy is extremely bulky. Look at that defense stat, 150. And it's also good special defense, too, which is nice. So having that is just amazing for it. And other moves, you can max out its speed, too. So you can maybe pick up slower Urshifus. And then you can go for Shadow Claw. Because you probably don't really want Rage Fist, because it's not going to be doing all too much. Because it's going to be 50 power, and then it's a little gimmicky, so at least on this the one set where it's not amazing. And then other moves you can have, for the reason I put IHP is, what's that move called? Dang, I'm forgetting. It's shoot. The move is oh gosh, Final Gambit. So, Final Gambit, it makes Annihilate a little stupid. And by stupid, I mean great. It actually has a really respectable 110 HP. And let's look at these other legendaries in the format right now. A lot of them are sitting at 100. Giratina, no one's really going to be using Giratina. Yeah, look, 100. Kyurem White and Kyurem Black. Usually you probably aren't going to be full HP. So you basically can KO like almost all these threats. Like Terapagos in the stellar form, probably not. But other than that, you're KOing practically everything. Except that one Pokemon who you're already super effective against. And for the last move, we'll probably be wanting like Close Combat, Drain Punch. I'd probably say Close Combat. Another great Pokemon to go next to Calyrex is Ogerpon, and specifically I think Ogerpon Cornerstone is the best. The reason for this is that you have Follow Me, which is great. You can redirect Spore into it, which is a grass type, which he's also a grass type, which is also amazing for this specifically too. Then you have Ivy Cudgel, which is a great rock move for coverage. 120 base attack is very nice. And Sturdy allows you to get like Trick Rooms up. And also you can just run him fast and sturdy. And yeah. So those are some of the best Pokemon I think go with him. The item you're most likely going to be running is the Clear Amulet. So Incineroar can slow you down. It's just common courtesy. And you're probably going to want some Trick Room mons too on teams like this. Probably want another Trick Room setter. You can have like Fergaraf or Indeedee, and then have like a decent Trick Room mod who's pretty slow. Yeah, so countering Amoonguss is a big deal. I think these three form an excellent core. Coaching especially is very, very good. I'm going to make this a box. I don't know how to actually, never mind. I'll just make a new box for this. Okay, so let's get into the next Pokemon, who is going to be Calyrex, the other Calyrex. Calyrex Ghost Rider. Oh, Cosmo, that's a guy you have to watch out for. Calyrex Ghost Rider is the fastest legendary in the format, besides for like Regieleki and stuff. He's like the fastest restricted legendary. He's like a couple points higher than Zacian, who isn't too crazy right now. So, being this speedy, it allows you to just kind of destroy everything, especially with 165 special attack. So, good items. I think the best three are Focus Sash, Life Orb, Shadow Tag. Is that an item? Or am I just bad at spelling? Can I spell? Whatever, it doesn't matter. And then, what did you say? Life Orb, Focus Sash, and that thing. So, that's good. And you also run choice specs. So, Calyrex Shadow is kind of busted. So, you can run Astral Barrage, Psychic. You should have Protect on this guy. And then the last move differs in a lot of cases. You can have Nasty Plot. You can have... This guy's still in Pollen Puff. I don't think I've seen people running Pollen Puff. You can have Pollen Puff. And some people opt for Expanding Force next to Indeedee Female, which is decent, but if you don't have another move like Psychic, then you kind of just get walled by Wide Guard. And some great options for Calyrex are Mienshao, who has Inner Focus. I think a great way to run it is with the Focus Sash. Mienshao is also naturally bulky, so it's going to be outspeeding most other Fake Out users, which is nice. I think Fake Out Focus Sash is the best end. His only 5 attacks, also really sneaky. You can pull off a lot of KOs with it. So moves you're probably going to be running are Fake Out, Knock Off, Close Combat, and then Wide Guard, which is the quintessential move for this guy. So against other Calyrex Shadow, which you're probably going to go against if you're using Calyrex Shadow, considering Calyrex Shadow is extremely popular right now. So having that is a very useful tool. Other Pokemon? What really counters this guy? Wide Guard is a big thing. Incin does wall him. So you are going to be wanting some Pokemon who just beat up Incin. Oh yeah, and Mienshao is one of those guys. I didn't even mean to segue into that. But Mienshao has Inner Focus, so the Intimidate does nothing. And then the Fake Out does do damage, but he doesn't flinch you. And then he can OHKO with Close Combat, which is just very nice. And if he does Terra, well, you can just Astral Barrage. Its special tank is just stupid. Its ability is stupid, so you can just kind of just get carried away. And if you do want to run him, you probably can't have Focus Sash. You can go for Life Orb, but that's not really a negative, because a lot of people don't want to give that up. So, yeah. So, what are good ways of stopping Trick Room? I'm kind of forgetting, so what are some good taunt users? Oh yeah, Calyrex Shadow's also good. So you probably want to have Whimsicott. You can have Tornadus too. What's more kind of bulky option? Is it more bulky? I don't know. It's a little more defensive with its typing too. But you can also get taunts too. Calyrex Shadow's just a Pokemon you can kind of put on teams. And yeah, Trick Room is something you kind of want to watch out for. So yeah, just putting it out there. You can have Pokemon like Amoonguss too, just redirect and just slow down the enemies of Calyrex. Important thing to remember. Oh yeah, you can also be running. I think the Ogerpons are good with him. I know I just used Cornerstone as an example, but he's also a good option. He destroys and send too. You can also run the Water Guy for Follow Me's, which can also stop Choice Scarf Urshifu, which is also threatens it decently with Terra Water. I don't remember if it Okos, but it still does a lot of damage that Calyrex doesn't feel like eating. You can also get the Terra. You can also like Ivy Cudgel and just do a bunch of damage, and you can Terra to be resisted to Glacial Lance. Yeah, so the both Calyrexes kind of go against each other. You also have a Moongus in place of Ogerpon. So yeah, usually you probably want to have a Tailwind Setter for some sort of speed control. So let's go into the other legendaries. Let's see which ones are also good right now. So Dialga shouldn't be too crazy, sadly. So I'm going to get into Koraidon. For Koraidon, it's kind of hard. Koraidon isn't like the best legendary around right now, sadly. I like its design a lot. So things you want to do with it is to play into Koraidon to its fullest. I feel you kind of have to go with some Sun Pokemon. You can go with Pokemon like Chi-Yu, who's like good inside and outside in case you have like Pokemon who are turning off abilities like Terapagos. And Terapagos is also threatened decently by Koraidon due to it being a fighting type and having moves like Collision Course, Flame Charge. Another thing that you probably want to know is that a lot of Koraidon aren't running a dragon move, so you can wall them with certain dragon types, which is kind of scary. And the best Terra is definitely Terra Fire. You're immune to burns and resisted to Dazzling Gleams, and Moonblast is from Fluttermanes. I don't think Fluttermane is going to be too popular because, again, Calyrex Shadow is a bum and just likes ruining everybody's fun. So, 135 speed also makes you tied with Chien-Pao, Flutterbutter, and Miraidon. So, it's kind of quick. You kind of run Dragonclaw if you want to be anti-meta and stuff. But, yeah, Chi-Yu does more damage than Charizard in the sun. If I'm like a Charizard fan, so I'm going to be coping right now, but you can run Charizard for like Air Slashes to defeat Urshifu and Overheats just to do a bunch of damage, but Chi still does more damage, and it's more versatile. Like you can like lead off with it without it being dependent in the sun. So you can get Pokemon, you can run our like Fluttermane to like outspeed the other guys. You do want to watch out for Pelipper's, who can be annoying, and Terapagos. But once you like break down that Terra thingy-majiggy, then it becomes a lot more manageable to deal with. So yeah. I think also Entei, Choice Band Entei is good with this guy because Entei it's very fast. Like very, very fast. It has like 100 speed, and then it's strong, and you can run options like Choice Band Extreme Speed. Oh, Sacred Fire is just a very good move. It can burn 50% of the time, so having that's just a good option. I feel like Ho-Oh is also going to be like decently underrated because it is very specially bulky, which is good into Pokemon like Miraidon, but Miraidon does eat this guy for breakfast, so that's something to be noted of. You do have Tailwind, you're also the OG Sacred Fire user, so you can run like Sacred Fire. Yeah, and it does get Regenerator, which is an amazing ability, so it does play into the longevity of this guy. So you're probably going to want to have some sort of speed control. Tailwind is a great option. Rhydon is just such a scary Pokemon. I think Fluttermane is also a decent Pokemon for that team. Like Icy Wind, And both of its stabs are also resisted by Miraidon. So you could have, like... What good Earthquake users are there right now? All the legendaries get Earthquake, of course. So I think a good Pokemon to deal with that are going to be Fluttermane, and you could have Tinglu to also do that and lower the special attack too, so Draco Meteors don't hit hard. And I don't even know if Drift will KO with Tangela because of how especially bulky. Actually, probably it still will. And then, yeah, you can get walled. Yeah, Tangela might be a good Pokemon this format, but just to watch out for like Koraidon and stuff. And then I think Whimsicott's going to be good next to him because you can go for the Moonblast Encores. Then just like you can snowball out of control with 130 attack stat and just spamming moves. Well, this defense and special attack were switched. That'd be so crazy. So, see, what Pokemon do I think are going to be relevant? I'm gonna get into Kyogre. I don't know if Kyogre is going to be that good. I'm a huge fan of Kyogre. He's one of my favorite legendaries, but I'm going to have to put my personal biases aside here. I don't know if he's going to be that crazy. He does have a very good special attack and very good special defense. But, it's just not that crazy because there are a lot of weather turn-offers. And sadly, you do get Pokemon who can, like, be annoying, like Miraidon. Like, bro, Miraidon's causing all these problems. So, yeah, Miraidon. And it kind of walls it. Like, Ice Beam, Water Spout. Like, you can't just go Choice Scarf and then just spam. It sadly ain't like that anymore. Why is that there? What word was that? I've never typed that in my life. Bro, what? What? Okay, anyway, so good Pokemon next to it are gonna be, Urshifu, but honestly, I don't think it's worth running, personally, Kyogre. I think I'm just a hater, I don't know. Because if you want to have, like, Rain Urshifu, you don't have to give up your whole legendary slot for it, and then you can just run, that guy. And you can probably catch opponents off guard with Water Spout. It's like Choice Scarf, Water Spout, and then just like Terra Water. I don't know. That could be useful, but again, it's like, I don't think it's going to be that crazy. I think honestly, you just have Pelipper paired with another legendary. And also gets a Wide Guard too, so Pelipper is just goated. I honestly don't think that Pelipper has been like a top 5 Pokemon of Scarlet and Violet. Like, in retrospect. Like, honestly. Pelipper's crazy. Okay. Let's get into Miraidon. Why not? Miraidon is probably like the star leading into this format and won the World Championships, which is in this format. It has a crazy special attack stat and speed stat, which is boosted by its ability Hadron Engine, which is boosted further by the Electric Terrain. So, this guy's kind of just hard to take down. You can play really offensively with Miraidon. Like, you don't even have to like centralize your team around the Electric Terrain. You just kind of have to centralize it around what helps Miraidon function the best. It just, like, it's kind of like a one-hit wonder, the fact that it just KOs everything. Electro Shift, Draco Meteor. You can run Volt Switch if you want. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick. And then, like, Dazzling Gleam is really popular because you're immune to other opposing Draco Meteors. So, he's just very strong right now. And I feel like his special defense comes out a lot because 115 is actually decent. Its bulk is actually, like, pretty good. Its worst stat is attack, but 85 is, like, good for a legendary because it allows you to, like, min-max a lot of stats. And it just kind of nukes everything. You can try to slow it down with Rillaboom, but you can't really. What Pokemon are really good with Miraidon? I don't even know. You probably want to, like, a fake-out user. Like, Tailwind, you definitely want. You can run that Discharge funky stuff. And, I don't know. There's just not that much Pokemon to, like, wall Miraidon. You can put, like, Blood Moon next to it. Like, spam Discharge if you're into that. I'm dying. Yeah. So, I'm not even going to try to, like, see what's good with the Miraidon. I'm just gonna let you guys figure it out. I'm not trying to feed into the Miraidon propaganda that I hate so much. So let's get into Terapagos. So Terapagos is a cool, funky guy. I think the best sets are either Choice Specs, and you can run, like, Hyper Beam for just KOing things in one shot if you're, like, going crazy. Terra Starstorm. Also some other good special attacking moves. Like, look at this. Look, actually, oh my goodness. Run, like, Dazzling Gleam and stuff. Or you can run a Meteor Beam, Calm Mind, Protect, Terra Starstorm with a Power Herb. I've actually been running this recently, but thing I noticed is that Power Herb always misses. Meteor Beam always misses. I'm not even joking. I've missed half of the Meteor Beams I clicked, which kind of stinks. Yeah, but the cool thing about Terapagos is that you can run it inside and outside a Trick Room. If you want to run it inside and outside Trick Room, I think Amoonguss is one of the best Pokemon because you can just Pollen Puff it up back to full HP. Especially in Trick Room, it can be kind of nasty. Getting up Calm Minds is really nice. And you are going to have to, like, watch out for Pokemon like Mienshao and Urshifu. So you are going to want to have some, like, Psychic types and stuff. It's also good to train into, like, defenses too. Even if you are going to run on, like, Tailwind teams, because surviving close combat is really important. And Pokemon you want to run are, like, Incin too, like Amoonguss, Incin. You can also have, like, I have Latios because it's cool. And, yeah. Also, Latios, Wide Guard with the Mienshao, like, completely counters that one guy. So, the team I'm running with right now, I've been using at the current moment is this with Terapagos. Actually, I might change a little bit to add more defenses because close combat has been catching me off guard recently. Like Landorus, like, counter some of the biggest things that go into Terapagos, like Miraidon. Psychic can also pick up some KOs on Pokemon like Scarf Urshifu. And oh my gosh, I'm dying. And yeah, it's just good against Miraidon because although Terapagos might look like a Miraidon counter, it's hard to counter my Miraidon since nothing can really. If you don't have, like, immediate speed control, I think it's a good Pokemon. And I think Latios is also good support right now for it because it's very specially bulky. And again, it can set up Tailwind, and it's more of, like, a passive Tailwind setter. And Draco Meteors and Mist Balls do really big damage off of Soldew, even if you're not running a crazy amount of special attack investment. Yeah, anyway, we have two more legends, Zom and Zent. So Zacian, I'm making a team of Zacian right now. This is so crazy. So I think coaching might also be good with the monkey, and Zacian considers another physical attacker. And Zacian's big weakness is that it doesn't have the clear amulet, so Intimidates can just kind of hurt a lot. But with a Defiant, Annihilate, you could, like, kind of bait in the Incineroar switch-ins and just close combat the living heck out of them. Other good Pokemon who I think are going to be good with it are Chien-Pao to lower defenses, making it even better. Iron Bundle to lower the speed and, like, outspeed Shadow Rider Calyrex is a couple points faster than it. I think Regidrago also is a nice synergy too. So it's a good Pokemon. I feel like with Zacian, nothing really resists the types that I have here. So yeah. I'll just cover Zom before I literally die, because I've been coughing this whole time. Oh my gosh. Zamazenta. So Chen-Pao's ability, I don't remember exactly how it works with Zamazenta, but I know it works weirdly where its defense really isn't that lowered much. Or something like that. So you can just invest a bunch into his defense. And, like, not pay it for anything. 128 speed is also decently nice. It's not like you're the fastest legendary around. But again, you're just so bulky. And you can't really get slowed down by Pokemon like Incineroar. So Chen-Pao is a great partner for it. Like, lowers defenses, too. So you can run, like, Wide Guard. You can run Iron Defense. Either, usually want to be running a Heavy Slam, Body Press, Protect, or then either Wide Guard or Iron Defense. So Zom is just like a great Pokemon to just beat a lot of things. Iron Defense just makes it even more bulky. So, if you want to run that, you probably want to also have Wide Guard for, like, other guys, too. And, yeah. So, I think I'm going to call it for the video because I'm actually going to die. I'm dying, man. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And have a good Tuesday.